Good afternoon, Mr. Smith. I just wanted to thank you for taking the time out of your day to discuss Bobby's performance in the school year so far. Um, Bobby comes into class every day with a smile on his face and a good mood and eager to learn. He'll constantly come up to me and ask what he can do to help out in the classroom, whether it's with his peers or if he can help clean up, and I think that's really special. He's a very sweet person. Um, but the main reason why I called you in today was I gave Bobby a couple tests on phonemic awareness, fluency, phonics, and comprehension as well. I'll explain to you what each one of those tests mean. But for the first one that we took, it was on phonemic awareness, and we used nonsense words. Um, Nonsense words are just make believe words that make the different pronunciations and sounds, so it actually allows the student to decode the word and make the appropriate sounds that it makes. Um, After testing him, I noticed he had not reached the goal set according to his grade level. He struggled mostly with the digraph words, which are the words that start off or have the sound sh or ch or th. The reason why I see that this can cause a problem is as he progresses through each grade, he'll face more complex words that he'll have to sound out and be able to use those skill sets to read and write new words that he's not familiar with. But that we can develop that with just more practice through that. So after that, we used the phonics test of blending words. So this test we would say one word and we would make the sounds, and he would have to say out what I was saying. So if I made the sound k and then app, he would have to repeat that cap.
Okay.
He did actually very well with this. He got pretty much every single answer correct. He's very good at reading CVC words, which are words that are consonant with a consonant followed by a vowel and then another consonant. So that was a good test that he performed well with. So after that, I then went and tested his fluency, which that test consists of him reading aloud different words based on their grade level and along with a passage to see how any words that he mispronounces or will um, stumble upon or take more longer time to read than others. So since Bobby was struggling with making those digraph sounds and the nonsense words, I actually wanted to see how fluent he was with his reading as well. So when we took the test, I noticed he still struggled with most of those words, the words that make the th, the sh, and the ch sound, along with a lot of words that had two vowels back to back, and he struggled just to read that, and he would stumble upon it. Um, that's not nothing really to worry about either, because that's just becoming more of a better reader. So as you read, the more he reads, the better he'll get at that. And a good skill that he actually has from when he mispronounces a word is that he repeats the correct word so that it stays in his head. Most students will just, as they go through and read a word and they mispronounce it, they just won't. They'll skip re-saying it after I help them, and he doesn't do that. So that's something that actually will help him better himself.
We're working on that at home.
Yeah.
We're reading books every night.
That's good.
Yeah.
That'll help us along with the intervention with me. So the final test I had Bobby take was the comprehension test, which tests the retell part of a reading that a student has. So we had the San Diego Quick Assessment Test, which is just student retelling what they read with the beginning, a middle, and end. And he had to read a lot of passage and answer questions that I provided from him, and we actually read the story Fireflies. And Bobby was able to, after reading it through it once, he was able to retell me the story with the beginning, middle, and end, the main plot, and he was able to answer every single question pretty spot on with what the 100% correct answer is with generalizations. I think that's very great, especially since his fluency and his phonemic awareness is a lot lower. His comprehension is right where it should be. So, yeah, like I said at the beginning, Bobby's an amazing student to have in class, and he works hard and diligently, and is not afraid to ask questions. So if he's struggling, all he really needs is just a little bit more one-on-one time to get him back on track with his eagerness to learn. I can't see him progressing backwards with his schooling. I can only see him just working harder every single day to understand what he reads and whatnot. But so just a little extra help and he'll get back on track.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah.